Children, in our previous class we have completed lesson 5 and also we have completed word-wise exercises from the lesson. And today we are going to discuss about the grammar part from the lesson. Words such as I, me, he, she, it and them, which are used in place of nouns, are called pronouns. We use pronouns to avoid repeating words. This also make it easier to understand what we say and write. Here they have given one example. You can see here, I want to know more about birds. Please tell me more about them. Here we can use birds, but instead of that word, we can use them. Here it is pronoun. When we repeat the words in second line, we can use the pronoun. See here, ask your sister, she knows a lot about birds. After knowing about pronoun, we are going to know about possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are used in place of possessive nouns. They tell us that something belongs to somebody. For example, this is Rupa's book. Here, Rupa's. Whose book it is? Rupa's. Means this thing belongs to this person. Okay. And this book is hers. This is my book. This book is mine. Hers and mine. You can observe two words over here are possessive pronouns. Few more words they have given here. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours and theirs are possessive pronouns. Now let us get into the exercise to understand more about it. Fill in the blanks with the correct words from the brackets. Let us check the first one. These shoes are mine or me? Tell me, children. Of course, these shoes are mine. So let us write mine here. After finishing the sentence, what we have to do? We should keep full stop. And let us check the second one. Dash can't tie the shoelaces. Could you help Dash? I or me here? I can't tie the shoelaces. Could you help me? Is the correct sentence here. So which words we have to use? In the first blank, I. In the second blank, me. And let us check the third one. Dash are going to the park. Do you want to come with Dash? Of course, here we are going to the park. Do you want to come with us? So let us write. First letter will be the capital letter here because from the beginning of the sentence we have to use capital letter. Do you want to come with us? Here we have to use us. Let us check the fourth one. No, that ball is not Dash. Mine or me? Tell me, children. Of course, it's not mine. So let us write mine here. Let us check the second blank. It is Dash. Hers or her? Tell me, children. Which word is suitable here? Of course, here we have to use possessive noun, right? So we have to use hers. After finishing, we have to keep full stop. And let us check the fifth one. Where is my book? Dash can't find Dash. Which word is suitable here? Of course, I. I can't find here only one book. So here, it or them, tell me. Of course, it. I can't find it. See, where is my book? I can't find it. Let us check the sixth one. Our teacher is nice. Dash teaches Dash new things. Here only one person. So which word is suitable here? She or they? Of course, she. She teaches Dash new things. We or us? Of course, us. Let us write us here. Let us check the next one. This bag is not dash. It is dash. This bag is not he or his. Of course, his, because we are using possessive nouns and it is only the correct word. It is only suitable in this blank. This bag is not his. It is me or mine. The bag is belongs to me. Of course, when you are going to say about it, how you will say it is? Who's this pencil if I ask? How you will say it is mine, right? So, here this bag is not his. It is mine. So, let us write the word mine here. After finishing this line, let us keep full stop here. My mother baked a lovely cake for dash. We or us? For us or for we? Which is suitable word here? Of course, us, for us. After finishing, let us keep full stop. Our next exercise is use grammar. Work in pairs, do this exercise together. Replace the underlined words with pronouns. Now take turns to frame similar sentences and ask your partner to complete them with the correct pronouns. Here I will explain one example. See here children, Tom is buying apples. Dash is buying dash from the store. Here we have to use pronouns, right? So here Tom is a person and also a male person. So what could we use here? Of course, he. Why we are using capital letter here? Because after finishing one sentence, when we keep full stop, again we begin a sentence again, means first letter will be the capital letter. Again, after finishing that blank, let us check the second blank here. He is buying dash from the store. He is buying apples. So here they have underlined apples here. Pronoun, how you can use it? Of course, them. Of course, them. See, he is buying them from the store. Let us check the second one. Preeti is writing a letter. Dash is writing to her grandmother. Preeti is a girl. So what we have to use here? She is writing to her grandmother. So let us write here she. Let us check the third one. Ritu is wearing a pretty dress. Here which word is underlined? Dress. Dress. Instead of dress, what we can use the pronoun word is? It is. It is pink and white. Here they have underlined the word Aslam. Aslam is walking with his mother. Dash are going shopping. Here both are going, right? So what we have to use? Of course, they are going. Let us check the next one. Simi is playing with her kitten. Which word is underlined here? Kitten. Instead of kitten, which pronoun we can use here? Of course, it. Let us check the next exercise. Fill in the blanks in this poem with pronouns from the box. You may need it to use some of the words more than once. Here they have given keywords us, it, them, they, we. We should fill in the blanks with these words which are suitable in the blanks. The apple tree looks fresh and green, 10 years old. Dash must have been flowers white in springtime gay. Sometimes dash are there till May, and when it is the season of autumn, its branches bend with apples till bottom. The juicy fruits tell dash all to pluck dash well before dash fall. This apple tree so red and green is the only one dash have ever seen. See children, this is your homework. You can fill these blanks by using these keywords. Okay children, let us get into our next exercise. Write well. Imagine that all birds are talking about the magpie's lesson. What do you think each one of them is saying? Write a few sentences for each bird in your notebook. You can do it later, but let me explain here children. Eagle. About the eagle, the magpie was talking about building a nest in a tall tree, but I decided, let us continue this, that I would not build my nest in a tree or a valley. My nest will be on the highest cliff of the mountain. Coming to the next one, Oriole. I do not want to set the nest on a branch because I think a strong wind might blow it away. I will hang my nest from little twigs. What about all? I do not want to go to all the trouble of building a nest. I will lay my eggs in a crow or a hawk's old nest. What about swallow? Swallow. I like the magpie's nest, but why should I build a dome? I feel there is no need to build a dome because there are plenty of them already built. Okay, children, let us get into our next exercise. Children, we have to fill these blanks with a few words. Okay, see here, using a mug of water instead of a running tap to brush your teeth. It saves water. In the same manner, let us check the second one here. Listening to very loud music leads to noise pollution. Let us write here. Leads to noise pollution. Let us check the third one. Switching on all the lights in your house after dark. What will happen? Wastes electricity. Where it is needed only we have to switch on. Remaining we have to switch off, right? So, wastes electricity. Let's check the fourth one. Using a bucket of water instead of the shower for your daily bath, of course, saves water. Let us check the next one. Burning a pile of dead leaves in your garden, what will happen? The smoke spreads pollution, right? Let us check the next one. Carrying a cloth bag when you go shopping saves tree. Of course saves tree because we don't need any other paper bag or any polythene bag, right? Let us check the seventh one. Leaving the television on when nobody is watching it wastes electricity. Now, let us get into our next exercise, values. What makes a home? In this exercise, a house can be made of mud, straw, sticks, wood or cement. However, there are some secret ingredients that turn a house into a home. Circle the words that make you think of home. Of course, in home, who will stay? Of course, family. Let us circle this. And after that, jealousy? No. And expensive furniture? No. Laughter? Yes, of course. Bright paints? No. Memories? Of course. Plants? No. Boredom? No. Happiness? Yes. Bed? No. Tears? Never. Love? Yes, of course. Books? Dull? Food? Anger. These are the secret ingredients to make your house into a home. Let us check the next one. What do you think can change a house into a home? Circle the answer that you like. Things or people? Of course, people. Children, we have completed lesson 5 from the textbook. Let us start our lesson 5 from the activity book. Okay children, let us meet in our next class. Thank you.